Always, guys. So we're talking about hire purchase in this video, ne? And then hire purchase, I did a note on the other side to say we are using simple interest. So all the formulas we're going to use here are the simple interest formula, ne? So what is it with hire purchase? Hire purchase is like for example, you want to buy something, you don't have the exact amount yeah, you don't have the money to buy it. Maybe you have maybe half the money or quarter of that money, right? Let's talk numbers. You want to buy a phone, right? You see at the store, oh, Samsung S21 is like 11,000 rand. Yeah, you and so you are a fan of Samsung, you love Samsung, right? So you see it, nice, what a beautiful phone, right? You've been checking it out and you love it and you want to buy it, but you don't have the money to buy it, right? You only say you have maybe half the price or you have a quarter of how much it costs. So now you and the shop selling that phone can get into an agreement to say, okay, chief, look, you don't have the money now, that's fine, we can I can sell this to you on a higher purchase. What does that mean? It means depending on whether I did request a deposit or not. If I did say this is pay me 10% deposit or 20% deposit, right? So then I will have to find 20% of the purchase price, ne? And then that 20% is the deposit that I'm paying. So I'm paying it to you, sharp. Then for the rest of the month, then I'll just be paying a particular amount, right? Yeah, I'll just be paying a particular amount. So I pay off my deposit, and then what's left, I will be paying it every month, right? Yeah. So also with higher purchase, one thing you learn is that money now is more valued or has more value compared to money later. Let's talk. 1,000 rand right now is more valuable than 1,000 rand month end. Ne? And the reason why that is the case is because that 1,000 rand, ne? Say for example, you are given two situations to say, bro, we have your 1,000 rand, but if you want to get it now, you get it now, or if you want to get it later, you get it later. Ne? So now I say I get my 1,000 rand, I take it now. Right, that 1,000 rand, if I put it somewhere else, it can gain a lot of interest. And at the end of month one, I will be having money above 1,000 rand. And that above 1,000 rand would have been because of the interest that I gained from that 1,000 rand. And then when you get your 1,000 rand at the end of month, at month end, when you get your money during month end, you will get only 1,000 rand because that's what the person said is gonna give to you, 1,000 rand, right? And you won't have any interest on the money, right? So you will see with the calculations here, right? We are basically calculating how much the money will be worth given the duration you want to, but yeah, one thing I always say, everything is going to be clear once we do the example. So let's not waste any time. And yeah, cool. We have a beautiful example here about Nyakallo. Right? So Nyakallo wants to buy a television on a hire purchase agreement. Ne? The cash price of the television is 5,600. She is required to pay a deposit of 15% and pay the remaining loan amount of over 24 months, which is of course 2 years, at an interest of this much. So yeah, one of the reasons why I picked this example was that the way in which it is structured, it helps us properly calculate these higher purchase don't. Right, so let's start. The first thing first is the principal amount, right? So the principal amount, let me just say this. So principal, bro, I'm gonna use P. principal amount is equals to what? Is equals to is equals to the cost, right? Yeah, it's equals to the cost minus what? Minus the deposit, right? Just hold on a second. Hold on a second. Okay, beautiful work. Yeah, so it's the cash price or the cost price, right? Let's say the cost minus the deposit. Right, this is the formula we use to calculate the principal amount. And remember, if there is no deposit or they didn't say anything about deposit, that means the deposit that is required is 0, so there is nothing. So that means your principal amount will be your cost. There are examples that I have that are just like that, so that will be sorted. So now you have the cost, it's 5,600 minus the deposit, which is 5,600 multiplied by 15%. This is how much we are paying, right? So 5,000, if I take out a common factor, I'm gonna have something like this: 5,000 into 1, 5,600 into 1 minus 0.15, right? Yeah, so this is how much money I'll be having. Oh, this is my principal amount, 4,760. That's my principal, right? So after getting my principal, we go to the second question, which says what is the accumulated amount, right? So now with the accumulated amount, I've paid the interest. I've paid the deposit, and now with the money that I have remaining, I am going to pay it over a duration of 24 months. So now we pause. This 4,760 rands, we need to check how much it is valued, right? How much, the value of it is over, like for a duration of 2 years. And we are calculating how much money you will be paying based on that value. It's not based on the 4,760, right? So your monthly deposits, your monthly installments or monthly repayments, they're gonna come from how much 4,760 is worth in 3 years time. So that is why you calculate your accumulated amount. Remember, we are using a simple interest formula. So you go and you like 4,600, 4,760, 1 plus the interest, which is what? 0.14, right? And then multiply by 2 years, because 24 months, that is 2 years. Yeah, 1 plus, yes, 6092.8, right? So now I have the money. This is how much 4,760 will be worth after 2 years. This is the value of it. So now we calculate how much money you will be paying based on this value, right? That is why for C, you're just going to say monthly repayments. Let me say monthly reps, right? Monthly reps, it's going to be what? It's going to be this money that we have, right? The accumulated amount divided by the number of months. Divided by the number of months. So therefore, 6,092.8 divided by 24 months. And we get, I can say answer. No. 6,000.8, 24. And look, we are getting 2,000. Ay, man. 253.87 rands. Ne? That's how much money we will be paying per month. And let's see what is the total amount that she has paid for the television. So now the 2 years is done. She's been paying every month for 24 months. She didn't miss a payment. The question is, overall, how much money she would have paid. Ne? So to get the money, remember, she's paying this much per month, which when you multiply this money, multiply by 24, you're gonna get this. So she's getting 6,092.8, right? Plus, don't forget the deposit. Deposit, which it was, how much it was. Let me just calculate it here. 5,600 multiplied by 15%. It's 840. Right? Yeah. So we just get the money, 840, right, is the deposit. So overall, she paid, right, that's the, wait. Overall, that's the amount that she paid. Do you get me? 840 plus the accumulated amount. Yeah? And to get the final value, of course, 840 plus 6,092.8. Oof, it's a lot of money. 6,932, right? Which is a lot of money compared to the 5,600 rent that she could have paid. Yeah, so yeah, if she had the money, only if she had the money. Yeah, so now you know the structure, you know the structure of how this thing works. Yeah, so let's do these problems now. We have Pule here. They say Pule wants to buy a new computer, and he wants to buy a new computer, and he decides to buy one on a higher purchase agreement. But okay, yeah, the computer's cash price is 4,250. He will pay it of over 30 months. Cool. At an interest rate of 9.5, right? Then an insurance premium of 10 rand 75 added to every monthly payment. How much are his monthly payments, right? Cool. You guys know the structure. Ne? Every question on a hire purchase, question number 1, do I have a deposit? No. Therefore, principal equals to cost price. Right? Yeah, I don't know if cost price makes sense, but yeah, cost price, because it's, yeah, or you can say cash price. Yeah. So that means now when you calculate your accumulated amount, you will say P1 plus IN, right? And then N here, it's going to be 30 divided by 12, which is 30 divided by 12, 2.5, right? So you substitute 4,025, 0.095 multiplied by 2.5. 4,250, 0.95 times 2.5, 0.012, yes, and 5. Cool, close bracket. Cool. Sure. We get 5,259, 38 rands. Nah. So, like, remember, there's an information of the insurance premium. We're gonna get to it. Now let's wait. First thing first, we don't have a deposit, so we're not making any subtraction. Our principal amount is exactly how much the thing costs. So we take that principal amount and we check over a duration of 2.5 years. how much is 4,250 worth? How much is it valued at? And we find the value. This is the value of it. So now we're like monthly repayments. Monthly reps is gonna be what? Is gonna be 5,000, right? Let's just say A over N. No. Yeah, N times 12. So that is 5,259.38, right? Divided by 30, right? So 5,259.38 over 30. And we are getting 175.31. Right, this is how much our guy is paying. Yeah, man, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, and it's not a lot of money. Yeah, that's how much our dude is going to pay, right? But now just remember, that's not the only information they gave us. We were also told that this gentleman is going to pay an insurance premium of 10 rand 75. So we're going to add that, right? You can say therefore total monthly rep payments, I'll say reps, it's going to be 175.31 plus 10 rand 75. 175 31 plus 10. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So now this is it. Yeah, this is it. So remember our guy, the money was supposed to be paid over 30 months, right? 30 months period, at an interest of 9.5, right? So, and then there's an insurance. You calculate your accumulated amount looking at how much is the principal amount valued, right? Or how much is it worth at the end of the period, right? And then when you have it, you divide it by the number of months at which the payments will be happening. Then you will get how much money you will be paying per month. If there's an insurance premium, you're going to add that insurance premium because it's the money you're paying per month. You're going to add it to the money you will pay per month. But yeah, this is it. This is it. So now let's look at this one. They say Richard is planning to buy a new stove on a hire purchase. The cash price of the stove is 6,420. He has to pay 10,000. He has to pay 10% deposit and then repay the remaining amount of over 36 months. Ne? Cool stuff. 36 months at the end of the rate. What? At an interest at the end of the rate, at an interest rate of 8% per annum, an insurance premium of 11. So we also have an insurance premium here. So look at this one. We have an insurance premium, we have a deposit. So right, and we have how much. So first and first, you calculate your principal amount, which is going to be this amount, right? 1 minus the deposit, which is 10%, so 0.1. So this is us trying to minus the deposit, right? Yeah, this is us minusing the deposit, because this is us minusing the deposit. This value multiplied by 1, it gives you exactly this much. And then this one multiply by 0.1, it tells you how much deposit you are paying. So when we subtract it, we are subtracting the deposit, right? So the money you have left after doing your subtractions, that's the money which is called your principal amount. Right, so you have your principal amount right now. Then what's the next step? Accumulated amount. But before that, you can calculate 36 divided by 12, that is 3, right? So when you come here, you like 5778 0.0812, yes, multiply by 3. One plus 0.08 times 3, 0.08 times 3, close bracket. It's right. Then after this, what do? You find the monthly repayments, which is A divided by number of months. Or let me just say n times 12n, right? So that is 7 divided by 36. Right, divided by 36. Right, so this is how much money we'll be paying at the end of every month. Now the question is, do we have a premium, insurance premium? Yes, and therefore you will then say total repayments. Total monthly repayments is going to be no, plus 11 rand 20 as your premium insurance. So then you go here, you like that money plus 11.20, and you get what? 210.22. And then, my friend, you are done. This is how this is done. And yeah, you are a goat. Look, I will see you in the next video talking about something else different.